So you finally have admission. I'm so excited. Congratulations. Or maybe you don't, or you're just trying to prepare for the time when you get admission. This video is for you. In this video, I'm going to talk about all the documents you need to apply for a Belgian student visa and all the process you need to take, the procedures from submitting the documents to VFS, not the Belgian embassy. If a lot of people think they submitted at the Belgian embassy, but no, it's outsourced. And also the interview and how it goes. So stick with me to the end of this video and you will not regret it. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Osagiodua and this is my channel. Here I talk about all things Belgium and all things studying in Belgium. So basically you'll be going through my life with me as it relates to where I'm at the moment. So thank you for being here. Do subscribe, share this video to people that you think might need it, or people that you think that this information would be very useful to, and also comment. You can ask me any questions in the comment section. I can make a video specially for you. So sit back, relax as we talk about getting your visa to Belgium. So the first thing you need to think about when applying for a Belgium visa is what type of visa will you be applying for. You'll be applying for a student visa. It's a long stay visa because you have to be in Belgium for more than 90 days. So you need to apply for a study visa D, that's what they call it. And the documents you need for this type of visa includes the visa application form. You can get this visa application form in the website of the VFS. When you go there, you see an online copy that you can always fill it online and take it along with you, or fill it online, print it out and take it along with you, or print it out and fill it manually and take it along with you. So I would recommend that you get this document printed so that you fill it one after the other. What you're not very clear about, you ask people to direct you. You can ask me in the comment section below and I will direct you on how to fill the visa application form. The second thing that you need is an international passport. You cannot go anywhere outside your country if you don't have an international passport. For Belgium, they will not give you your visa if your passport will be expired in a year time. So within 12 months, the passport has to be valid. When I applied for my visa, it was supposed to expire November 22nd. And I got my admission around April. What I did immediately was to request for a new passport so that I would not, run into issues when I'm trying to submit my application. So if your passport is less than a year old, you need to renew it. Go to the nearest immigration center near you in your state, or you could go to the ones in the major cities like Lagos and Abuja and renew your passport ASAP. I think right now it costs about 45,000 in Naira. It's the 64 pages, I think, cost about 45,000 in Naira. But if you want higher pages, if you travel a lot, like you're one of the big people, you can always get the one that is almost 100 pages. I don't think that one is too expensive. So get your passport ready. So the next document you need is your proof of funds. Proof of funds that you will not become a nuisance in somebody else's country, that you will be able to take care of yourself, your health care, your feeding, your accommodation. You need to prove this to the visa office. And how you can do this, there are 3 ways you can do this. You can have a sponsor. If you have a relative that wants to sponsor you, that can afford to sponsor you. Sometimes some relatives really look rich and they appear rich, and they have dependents already, that when they spread their income across those dependents, they will not be able to sponsor you. People don't ask these questions if their prospective sponsors have been sponsoring other people before, so they run into challenges. So make sure your sponsor is wealthy enough in the accounts, wealthy enough to take care of your own needs, to have you as a dependent. Make sure they don't have excess dependents that will restrict them from vouching for you. and make sure that indeed they want to really take care of you. Or otherwise, prepare your money very well, because surviving in the abroad is not as free breezy as you think. And then secondly, if you have a scholarship, this is perfect for you, because you just go smoothly into the process. All you need is your scholarship letter. And also lastly, if you don't have a scholarship, you can as well just put the bulk of money. For Belgium, for 1 year is about 9,100 euros, with 100 euros administrative fee. For some other schools, administrative fees kind of differ, but around 9,000 to 9,500 euros. You pay that money into a blocked account. That's what they call blocked account procedure. You pay that money to a blocked account, and they give you a blocked account certificate. That certificate will serve as the proof of funds. So there are three things: scholarship, block account, and a sponsorship letter. So that's how you prove your funds. The fourth thing you need is a medical certificate. This is to prove that you're healthy enough to survive in Belgium. Not just that you're healthy, that you don't have a terminal disease that is infectious or that needs to be managed. It's just basically to prove that overall health-wise you're okay. So the way you can prove this is to go to a medical center that is prescribed. All the prescribed locations are in the website. You can pick the ones that are closest to you. For me, I was in Lagos when I applied, so I went to the medical centers in Ikoyi. That's where I got all my blood tests, my urine tests. They had to do a scan of my chest and everything. When I saw my results, I had to ask the doctor, because you're not supposed to open it. If you really want to know if you're fine, you're not supposed to open it. You're supposed to go with that sealed. This is very important. Don't open it. So I asked the doctor if I was okay, and he was like, cool, because I hadn't really done a test at that time. So I think I'm rambling away right now, but then again, you need that certificate, and it costs about almost 50,000 naira. So budget about 50,000 naira for that. And the next thing you need is a police certificate. This is to certify that you're not a nuisance or a criminal in your home country. If you're from the US, they would require an FBI clearance certificate. But if you're from Nigeria, you need to go to police station. The one in Lagos, the one in Abuja, the one in the different places. I keep calling Lagos and Abuja because they're like major cities, and then whatever you really need, you can get from these two cities. So when you get to the police station, you tell them you want to do a police clearance certificate. They usually take your thumbprint. I think it costs about 6,000 to 7,000 naira, but don't let them cheat you. It can't be more than 7,000 naira, honestly. So that's the range of the police clearance certificate. So all the documents I just mentioned are important. Now you go to the school documents that you need to prove that you are indeed going to study. You need your WAEC certificate if you're going for an undergrad. You need your SATs if that's what they use to admit you. If you're going to a postgrad, you need your WAEC certificate. You need your transcript from your school. You need an actual certificate of graduation from your school. And these documents, if they're not in English, they have to be legally translated, and they have to be certified. Now the certification procedure takes a while. It takes a while, because you need to go to the Ministry of Education to legalize your WAEC certificate. You need to go to the Ministry of Education to legalize your WAEC certificate. I think you spend about 5,000 naira there. I'm not so sure anymore. But after you've had that legalized, you need to take all those documents together with your transcript and your graduating certificate. If you really want to, you can as well just throw in your birth certificate in there. Just for convenience. If you're single and you've not gotten married, you know where you might get married, just take that to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and have all those legalized. From then you have to take it to the embassy. They do this to DHL when I did mine because of the COVID measures, but you have to take it to the embassy and submit it there. If you wait for about 3 to 4 days, you have it sent back to you, and all these documents will be legalized. I think a page of a document costs about 7,000 naira to legalize. Then it's legalized at the embassy. You have to pay it in the bank somehow. But the details of this information you can always get on Nairaland. I've left a link in my first 2 videos, so if you haven't really checked out those videos, hurry on and check out those videos. You need to watch them. They are important. So those are the documents that you need for visa type D. Finally, you have all these documents with you, and you move on to submission. You submit at VFS. VFS have locations in Abuja and in Lagos. In my time, I had to travel to Abuja because I wasn't so sure about Lagos. Lagos has its own troubles when it comes to things like this. So I decided to go to Abuja to submit mine. When I got there, the first thing was so a lot of people were saying we needed an appointment, but I didn't get an appointment, maybe because of the time. They just lifted the COVID lockdown measures that they were taking at the time. So I went in there. I submitted three photocopies of my original certificates, and as well the visa form that you filled earlier. This is where you will submit it. You submit those documents and you'll be asked to pay a fee, about 90 or 100k. You have to pay that visa application fee. Then if you haven't applied for a visa to Schengen area before and you haven't collected your biometrics before, they will ask you to go submit your biometrics. Somebody will take pictures of you and thumbprint and everything in the office right there, and then you're good to go. You go home and wait for an interview. I thought that there was no interview for this process, but there was. For student visa, you will have to prepare for an interview. So before you even apply, I would tell you, do all these things yourself so that you're not caught up the situation where you have to start explaining everything and you start saying what's not written in any of the documents. Or so you need to do all these things yourself. Okay, so within 2 to 3 weeks of your submission, you will get an email inviting you for an interview. Now this interview would take about 30 minutes to 1 hour, or just a bit over 1 hour, because you get about 1 hour to write. You are going to write. They'll give you a form. This form basically tests whether or not you're the one that is going to study, and if you indeed have the intention to study, and if you want to come back to your country to do something after you've studied. So everything you've said in your motivation letter, everything you've prepared ever since you've been applying, here you have to prove it. You have to put them in plain, simple words. They'll ask you things like, what course do you want to go and study? Is this course related to what you've been doing back in Nigeria? Have you been working? Where you've been working, is it related to what you want to go and study? Why are you going to study? How will this help you in your future career goals? What possible companies here in Nigeria would employ you if you graduate? Questions like, list 3 possible job roles you can work in, 3 possible industry you can work in with this degree. How would this degree help you? How would you take care of yourself while you're there? A lot of things. So you basically just need to prepare yourself. Like it's like an exam, another different kind of exam, and you don't just need to know this. You need to be able to write it down within the time frame of 1 hour. The document is like 11 pages. It's like a fill-on 11, like a workbook, where you fill on all your questions. Make sure they are legible. Make sure they are intellectual, because if you're going to do PhD in history and you're writing, it's not really clear. So we are telling you that the visa is 99% sure, doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to prove that you are going to do something like this and it's you that's going. So make sure you know what you really want and practice. In my time, I wrote possible questions, I printed possible questions, I answered possible questions. I had a folder of interview possible questions. So you need to take this really serious. And another thing that you need to know is, while you're going to submit, if you're going for an English program, they will ask you for a test of English certificate. So print out your TOEFL certificate and put it with the file you're taking there. And please dress well. Don't show too much skin. Don't dress like a hoodlum. If you have dreads, pack it up. Do what you need to look decent. I believe if you saw me on the day of my interview, you yourself, you give me access, give me the keys to the world, because I was looking like penged, like Uptown Cardi B Mary Amaka penged. You know, this 3/4 skirt, turtleneck. I like turtlenecks. It just de-emphasizes a lot of things. Yeah, dress well is important. And after this interview, after you submit the document, you will need to talk to a person, so work on your confidence skills. The person will look at your file, and based on what you submitted, the person can ask you 1 or 2 questions, and they will get back to you. They will give you a document that contains a tracking number for your passport. So if your passport is approved or not, you will not know until it gets to your doorstep. So pray and calm down. Whatever happens, this is still going to be great. So you wait for your passports to come to you, and if it's approved, you start preparing to jackpot. And in my next video, I'm going to talk about moving, what you need to take, you know, how you need to dress up, what airlines you need to take. So if you're really interested in all those things, do subscribe to my channel and click on post notifications so that whenever I upload a video, you should get it. So thank you very much for watching this video. If this is a subject you're really interested in, or you know somebody that is really interested in it, please do well to share the video to them and subscribe. Please subscribe. A lot of people view the videos and nobody's subscribing. Subscribe. Should I cry? Please subscribe. Thank you. Okay, see you next time. I love you. Congratulations again on your admission, and see you in Belgium. Aha! I changed my flowers from the last time. So this is a beautiful orchid. Let me see. Let me get the flower description. It's a plant passport. This is an orchid. It's a Marel orchid. It's from the Netherlands. It's you can water it once a week. I don't understand. They say you don't eat. I don't get. Why would you say you don't eat the flower? When I come and eat, is it vegetable? I beg you. Yeah, that's it.